Hey guys, Mark DeRosa here. Welcome to the show.
Cobb County, Georgia, we welcome you to baseball from Truist Park. We celebrate Jackie Robinson Day with a great matchup between the Miami Marlins and the Atlanta Braves. We've got baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. So here is Corey Dickerson. He will lead this one off today. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Second, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
2 balls and a strike to Freeman. 1 out, nobody on. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one, high and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
Into the box, Marcell Ozuna. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
They teach pitchers to keep the ball down, but if you can locate upstairs like that, it really gives you the ability to mess with the eye level of the batter.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Marcell Ozuna becomes out number 2 this inning. And it's 1-2.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And that's outside. He lost him ball 4.
The shortstop, Dansby.
The 1-2. Swing and a liner. Marte gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. Ready now for the Marlins, Brian Anderson, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Digging in will be Austin Riley. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Ready with the 1-1 pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Down the left field line and deep. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. Scooped up. And a good throw gets him one gone. Up next, Guillermo Heredia.
The left fielder, Guillermo Heredia.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2. So the next to bat will be Alex Jackson. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Slider can't find the zone here, and he's behind now 3-1.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work.
Well, the play's been made, and with it comes the end of the inning. And stepping in, Chad Wallach. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Ian Anderson, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The 1-1 home. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's out number 1. Stepping in once again is Ronald Acuna, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. And that one yanked just foul. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Ronald Acuna becomes the second out in the bottom of the third. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Now to the plate, Starling Marte. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up big-time RBI man Marcell Ozuna. 50th pitch of the game on its way. And it's fouled away. Here comes the 1-2. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Now batting.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Ozzie Albies. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. Well-located changeup on that one as it catches the black for a called strike. Lays off 2-2 now. From the belt, the pitch. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And no one will get this one.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
To second for 1, on to first, not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
Dansby Swanson.
The 1-1. Albies, base runner at first with 1 out. Three balls and a strike to the Atlanta shortstop.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And he pops it up. Aguilar into foul territory. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. He gets under it and makes the catch in the deep part of the field. Next to hit, Austin Riley. He bounced out last time up. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Here's the 2-1 home.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
Hits this one hard the other way. Onto the bag with it is Aguilar, and that'll retire the side. So stepping in is Brian Anderson. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Bottom of the inning now, and next it'll be the outfielder Guillermo Heredia. The 1-1. Alex Jackson, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Full count now. Aguilar is over to take a look at it. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Cooper is there, 1 away. Next it'll be Alex Jackson, grounded out in his last at bat. The 1-1. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
One thing that could nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at-bat here.
Well, taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Ian Anderson. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Ronald Acuna would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Oh, look at the sliding stop. What an outstanding play to end the inning. So here now's the pitcher, Trevor Rogers. He singled in his first AB.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
Acuna digs in now. They'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th. Fly ball out toward left center field. Marte will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1. Stepping in next, Freddie Freeman, who went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
At the plate, Marcell Ozuna. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. And a pretty good take there on the slider down. It's ball 3.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Full count now, 3-2. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. Left fielder looking up. That one's out of here. Back-to-back home runs.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Paul Campbell will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Number 42, Paul Campbell.
Into the box now, Ozzie Albies. Into the corner and slicing foul. 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And another foul ball. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
Up next for Atlanta,
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit.
Dansby.
The 1-1
Swanson
is in there for the 2nd strike. Down the left field line and deep, but this will wind up being a foul ball.
Oh, man, that's a frustrating one as a hitter. That pitcher missed right there. He did not want to hang that breaking ball with 2 strikes, and you foul it away. You have to regroup. You're not seeing that again.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And it's another K, so back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing. And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper. Flew out last time up.
This is the part of the game where I think we really start seeing what teams are made of, both in terms of battling back, showing some resiliency, and in terms of knowing how to play with the lead, locking down that W.
Last half of the 7th here, and that'll give way to the 3rd baseman, Austin Riley. There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the 1st out.
now batting, left fielder, Guillermo Heredia.
Drilled down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting, the
Now to
catcher,
bat, Alex Jackson. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. New inning set to get underway, and standing in the outfielder, John Birdie. The 2-1 home is taken, ball 3.
If you're at the plate in this situation, you're only thinking one thing, and that is get on base. You got 3 balls. It has to be perfect over those 17 inches for you to pull a trigger. A walk is as good as a knock right here.
Yimi Garcia is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
number 42, Yimi Garcia.
Ender
attention,
Inciarte
please.
is going to grab a
Pinch
bat
hitting
here
for the
as he looks to
Braves.
try to set the
Number
table in the
42,
bottom of the 8th as they look for some
Ender.
insurance.
Inciarte.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Dero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
Full count to Ender Inciarte, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Now
One
batting,
away for the
right
Braves
fielder.
here in inning number
Ronald
8. And that'll bring up the
Acuna
always dangerous
Jr.
Ronald Acuna Jr. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
Again, a 1-2. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away.
Can we be honest here? That was a terrible pitch. That was right over the heart of the plate. 2 strikes on the guy. He is lucky he's getting this pitch back.
And he fouls this one off. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think to say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Fouled off. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Stepping in for the
Now
Braves,
batting,
Freddie
first
Freeman.
baseman.
He went deep last
Freddie.
time up.
Yeah, Matt, that last
Freeman.
AB was a changeup that was way up in the zone, and that ball got smoked. Listen, if you're going to throw that changeup, you have to try to keep that.
Well, the side is retired as they make the play. All set for the start of the inning. John Curtis enters to do the pitching, and best case scenario for him is to push this one into extra innings. Here's Marcell Ozuna. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
That last at bat, Matty B, a changeup right down the middle of the plate. Listen, this guy's got a great changeup, but he can't afford to keep throwing it middle like he did that last at bat. If he does, this guy might be hitting back-to-back jacks.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Now
And that'll
batting,
bring in the
second
former top
baseman.
prospect, Ozzie
Ozzie.
Albies. It's been an 0 for 2
Albies.
effort for him to this point. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number
Now
2.
batting, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Here's the 1-2. High and deep to right center. Right fielder is on the run. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And the possible winning run is into second base. He's got a 2-out double.
Now batting, third baseman, Austin Riley.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2
Up next
away.
for Atlanta, The
That
left
will bring
fielder.
in Guillermo Heredia now. The winning run stands at second base. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to. Flirt
Your
with loading the
attention,
bases.
please.
Pablo
Pinch hitting for
Sandoval
the
will be
Braves.
called upon here to
Number
hit with the
42.
game on the line.
Pablo Sandoval.
Now the 2-1. Here's a ground ball up the middle and into center field for a base hit. And they will hold the winning run at third here. And it'll take another 2-out hit to win the ball game. And a big pitch coming here late, so they'll step out and ask for time. And obviously a big spot here with the bases loaded. So he'll step out to rethink things. Aire Adrianza will be called on as a pinch hitter here in a big, big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning. The set and the 1-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Berge is there now to put this one away for the 3rd out as they'll strand that potential go-ahead run at third base. Digging in next will be Starling Marte. It was a base hit last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Will Smith comes on now, and he's just hoping to keep this thing tied. No save opportunity here.
Number 42. Will Smith.
Dylan Floro enters the game here an inning later than usual as he'll try to close this one out in the 10th. Into the box, Will Smith. And we'll see how they play it here. The sacrifice may be in order with nobody out.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for them.
The Braves find themselves losing in the late innings. What are your thoughts on this one, guys?
Yeah, Matty B, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all in the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
He'll try again, 1-2. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
First baseman, Freddie Freeman.
The 2-1.
What a well-executed fastball right there. Down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that ball.
3-2, full count. Final strike for the Braves. Good battle. Count remains full. Darno at second with 2 down. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is going to land foul, so they'll tee it up again. 3-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And that misses for ball 4 to Freeman as he'll work the walk.
Up next for Atlanta.
2 down, runners at first and second.
Marshall. 0-9.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Once again, a 3-2. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
6-3, the final score today. John Curtis earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Dylan Floro earns the save out of the bullpen, his 1st of the year. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins. 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 17 men on base. For Atlanta, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 15 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Braves and everyone at Truist Park, we'd like to thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.